that Linus Tech Tips channel got terminated and
giving them effectively an exact copy of those browsers.
So, Linus Tech Tips was hacked recently. This comes as a surprise to many people because Linus Tech Tips has always been known for, Linus Tech Tips has always been known for preventing these types of things or helping to prevent these types of things, and it happened to him. So we have Drama Alert here reporting that Linus Tech Tips was hacked on YouTube by crypto scammers. His channel has since been removed. As a result, it is back up now. We'll save that for a little bit. I should have done these in a little bit better order. John Swan reports that Linus Tech Tips got hacked and the hackers are publishing hundreds of unlisted private videos, altering the descriptions with their scam links. So we can see right here all the different things that are going on. You can see a massive list of videos. And right there. Thank you to Drew for pointing out that Linus Tech Tips channel got terminated and YouTube is a big mess right now. Lastly, we have Linus himself talking about the situation. I will let him talk.
Attacks that bypass trivial things like passwords and 2FA entirely by targeting what's known as a session token. Now, many of you will know this already, and if you do, give yourself a cookie. But after you log into a website and your credentials have been validated, that site will provide your web browser with a session token. This allows your browser, and by extension you, to stay logged in when you restart your browser and go to access that site again. This isn't a bad thing, it's a good thing, because realistically, nobody wants to type in a password every time they want to post instant regret on the internet. But hold on a second. That cookie is stored locally on your device. How would someone else get it?
So you can see that he talks about these scam things quite often. He knows how to talk about these things, and it is kind of sad to see Linus. It does go longer. It is kind of sad to see Linus Tech Tips get hacked, and this whole thing. And YouTube really is a big mess. The fact that you can bypass it simply with this simple little trick. It's something that shouldn't be possible. I mean, it is. It's something that is possible, but it really shouldn't be possible with YouTube or any site for that matter. It should always require you to sign in, you know? It's just a bit strange and something that I don't think many people really see as like, oh, well, it's, just don't click on weird links. Not all the time do these weird links look like weird links. I myself have had an experience where I've gotten weird links that I don't open links from emails no matter what. But, there are times that I've even said, this looks a little bit legit. So I'm going to let Linus continue talking.
Well, that's where we made a mistake. Someone on our team, and I'm not saying it was Colton, downloaded what appeared to be a sponsorship offer from a potential partner. It was an innocent enough mistake for the most part. The email came from a legitimate-looking source, and it didn't raise any immediate red flags, like being full of grammatical errors. So, they extracted the contents, launched what appeared to be a PDF containing the terms of the deal, then, presumably when it didn't work, went about the rest of their day. What happened in the background took place over the course of just 30 seconds. The malware accessed all user data from both of their installed browsers, Chrome and Edge, including everything from locally saved passwords to cookies to browser preferences, giving them effectively an exact copy of those browsers on the target machine that they could export, including, that's right, session tokens for every logged in website. Now, no one should unzip an email attachment. File extensions should always be double-checked when you are executing anything, and any file that doesn't do what you expect should raise immediate red flags. But then, on the flip side, I can hardly blame a sales rep or a video editor or someone in accounting for not being up on the latest in cybercrime. And I also believe that in a healthy organization, it actually rolls up the hill rather than down. So there's not going to be any disciplinary actions, because the simple truth is that if we had more rigorous training for our newcomers and better processes for following up notifications from our site-wide anti-malware, this could have been easily avoided.
So that was Linus on the issue. You know, and obviously Linus is saying, you know, oh no, this wasn't YouTube's fault, this was our fault, and blah, 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 blah. But it brings up a greater issue with the YouTube platform, which is the lack of security at times. Linus is one of many channels that has gotten hacked recently. Who's promoted these crypto scams. And I think that this is a broader issue that less and less people are talking about on the daily. The fact that something like this even happened, it causes enough concern with me to ask, well, maybe that we need to think about a better system for trying to store data than a session token. You know, maybe a session token should expire when you close your browser. Maybe it should sign you out just like that. But then again, maybe that's not a great idea. I mean, I use the internet all the time. I'm sure that anyone watching this video uses the internet all the time. It just seems like these issues are growing more and more common day by day for less and less known reasons. Which sucks, because we really do live in a time where our cybersecurity has a great deal of everything. And maybe this could have been prevented in another way. You know, but if Linus is willing to take the blame on this one, I mean, good on him. I think that he is a little bit... I think that he understands that there's nothing really that anyone can do. I mean, once the damage is done, the damage is done. There's not much you can do about that. Other than hope that eventually, or other than hope it won't ever happen again. You know. So, I mean, that's all I really have to say about this topic. There's not really much more to say. I mean, Linus takes the blame, and I guess that's the end of that. So, why don't we move on to our ranting segment?